Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about a quick little thread that I created a couple of days ago, talking about the power of maxing out your Roth IRA, starting at 25 to 65. Um, you know, Everyone's situation is different. If you're not familiar with what an Roth IRA is, definitely go do some more research on that. It pretty much is a tax-free retirement vehicle that, everyone can invest into. There are some limitations that, certain people aren't allowed. Like if you make too much income, definitely look into that and see if you qualify. I can't remember the exact numbers, but there is some laws and some rules against that. But for most people, you can contribute to a Roth IRA, and it's a very great vehicle that you can use in retirement for tax-free income. So this is a quick little illustration I created on our compound interest retirement calculator. So these are all estimates. There's definitely a lot of different things that go into investing, a lot of different factors as far as fees, inflation, and so on. So, take this with a grain of salt. These numbers can vary, significantly. So, with that being said, this illustration is using the assumption of a 12% compound annual growth rate. For some people, they may think that is a little bit too high, but for me, I think that is very attainable. That just with the S&P 500 ETF, it's done pretty close to that. Not to mention if you throw covered calls and other type of strategies on top of that, just blindly investing into the S&P 500, I think 12% is very doable over the long run. Um, but financial disclosure, do your own research, understand that this number can vary. The next column is the estimated yield withdrawal rate of 6%. Typically, the withdrawal rate is 4%. But I think 6% is very, very so that is what I used in this value. With that being said, this yielding yielding portfolio of investing $500 a month or maxing out your Roth IRA from ages 25 to 65 could potentially net you a value of $5.1 million dollars and a retirement income of $300,000. So some pretty staggering numbers here, guys. This just goes to show you the power of compound interest, and starting as early as you possibly can do some really, really great things. So do keep in mind these numbers don't include inflation, which is at all-time highs right now, and fees that you might incur with these different type of investments and accounts. Taxes, if it is a Roth IRA account, currently we don't pay any tax on that. Who's to say in 40 years that could change? But currently, you don't pay any tax on that, withdrawals from a Roth IRA. But yeah, just open up the calculator. This is just a breakdown of the numbers. And then one other thing I wanted to show, the differences of starting from 35 versus 25. I know some people haven't even started yet, but just waiting 10 years and the crazy amount of difference is really huge. So you go from $5.1 million to $1.6 million, a huge significant amount. And then you go from 309,000 to $97,000. So a significant amount right there, guys. So I can't stress it anymore. The earlier you can start investing, the better. Compound interest is a very powerful thing if you give it time. Do keep in mind it does take time. So there are other options to become wealthy sooner. Real estate, starting your own business, investing into private syndication real estate. There's other ways, e-commerce. There's other ways to get richer quicker, but over the long term, investing into tax deferred or tax-free accounts are a great way to passively grow your wealth. So Roth IRAs are a great way to do that. 401ks, TSPs are good as well if you're with an employer that has some good investments that aren't very high in fees as well. But that is it. I just wanted to show you a quick two little illustrations and the power of starting as early as you possibly can. I will leave a link to this calculator below. It's a part of our optionslogger.com website. So if you're not familiar with that, it's available on there. There's a couple other places we have it, hosted right now, but I will leave a link to this calculator down below in the description. Sorry, it'll be down below in the description box of this video. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and God bless.